So are there any particular songs that you are extremely, I'm pretty sure every song on there you love, but are there any particular favorites or different songs that you think people will listen to and say, wow, he really did something amazing with that song?
Yeah, I think it's this record called Speed, and I think it's an amazing song, but not only because I recorded it, I wrote it too. It's really okay. Like when you're doing an album, you come across some records, and for like just for saying for a conversation matter, like say if you're creating something. And then, you just kind of have a general idea of what you're going to create. But, when you have other writers and people come to the table and they add something, and you're like, wow. Mm-hmm. And then you sit back and listen to it, like, after it's all done, you're like, man, that just came out of left field. And I think this is going to be one of the biggest records. I hope it's one of the biggest records of my career. It's titled Speeding. 253 did it, and basically the song is talking about racing back to love. It's talking about the urgency of recognizing who someone is in your life. And I find this really interesting, and it definitely, it's a story out of my life. It's not the story of my life, but it's definitely a story out of my life, because I think I've been in that position where I felt like I really wanted something, and I really wanted a relationship with someone, but they couldn't see exactly what the relationship was. They couldn't look at me, and I always have these conversations. I always tell my female friends, or for conversation's sake, like, yo, I just want a girl that actually knows who she is in my life. I want her to know, like, I don't want her to deny that. I don't want it to be like 3 years we're together and we're both trying to fight for the position of what the relationship is. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, well, he's the leader, or I'm trying to be the leader in this. I want to do this. I want to do that. Like how relationships are.
Right.
But a woman that actually is just like, yo, that's my husband.
Right.
That's my best friend. I love him.
Right.
I know what, our relationship is. And, Speeding is kind of like one of those defining moments, where you just like, wait a minute, like, dang, that's her. Like, I need to get back to that. I know what this is. So Speeding is kind of like, a representation of, many things have happened in my life, and it's a big record. I can't wait till you even hear it.
Great. Well, I definitely look forward to hearing that and all the songs on the album. And you're definitely known.
It's a banger.
It's a banger. All right. Well, you're definitely known for having super high dance tracks because you're an amazing dancer yourself. So are there any specific dance tracks that you think are just going to, smash in a club?
Well, yeah, it's a couple of tracks. It's this song on the album called Kinko's.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely, club worthy. What's another track? It's this track. It's kind of like a more West Coast driven. It's called Hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. And J-Rock is actually featured on it, the artist out of California, a rapper out of California. And it's just basically, well, first of all, we shot a video to it. And the video is like super tight because my mom is in the video, and my mom is doing some choreography with me.
Okay.
To kind of show the people, what I'm saying, where I get it from. My mom is like so youthful and so hip, and she's so fly in the video. You gotta see it.
That's what's up. I love that. Just to have your own mom in there, that's pretty hot. So I definitely look forward to seeing that. That's what's up. That's different. That's new. I don't think anybody's done that before. So the album is, I saw a release date for January. So we have a little bit of time. So of course, like you said, we don't want it to leak, but we definitely have some more time to promote. Are you looking to drop another single before then, or are you?
Definitely. That record I was telling you about, Speed.
Okay.
I wanna drop that probably like end of the year, top of next, just to kind of get, people used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Something that I find interesting, with really good music and with consumers is that most really hit songs, they're not hits right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of have to listen to them a couple of different times.
Mm-hmm.
You listen to it, you're like, oh, that's a cool song. And then, put it on repeat and you're like, man, that's my jam.
Right.
And I felt like today, I want to kind of, prepare people for this record because it's classic Omarion. Even when I came back this time, it was different. It was, different from how I've ever, came.
Mm-hmm.
And if people follow my career or my fans follow my career, they always tell me, like, man, you always, kind of take a gamble, and I do this because I feel like, no one takes gambles anymore. No one challenges themselves,
mm-hmm.
and, a good record is a good record, no matter who you are. And I kind of felt like that's what Kanye did. Kanye, always, like, he always, tries something different. He always, trying to come, better.